through this process, let me give you my next points. You're elevated through obstacles. And this is the one that takes most people out. Because we're taught, especially in Western culture and in the church, when we see an obstacle, retreat. And that's what the entire nation of Israel was doing. The whole army saw Goliath. He goes to deliver these sandwiches and he sees the whole army out there, and Goliath for 40 days is talking about God, and the whole Israelite army is frozen. Like, man, this dude is talking about our God. And David walks up with these sandwiches like, here, bro. Who is that? What you say? What you say? Do y'all hear him? And he's like, yeah, he been doing it for 40 days. And y'all ain't done nothing? Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? That was cuss words back then. Y'all know, this uncircumcised. Like, it would be like, you know what I'm saying? The parental sensory. Like, and David says, I'm not about to sit here and listen to this dude defy my God. So where thousands took a step back because they saw an obstacle, David took a step forward because he saw an opportunity. Obstacles and opportunity are almost the same depending on who's on your side. So when God's on your side and they give you a diagnosis of cancer, that's the opportunity that God says, step forward. I'm about to be your healer. I am going to be the one who gets the glory out of this. When death is in front of you, God says, don't retreat, step towards it. I'm Jehovah Jireh, your provider. I will meet every one of you. Oh, I hear somebody getting excited because your obstacle is no longer an obstacle. Because if God is for you, who can be against you? I dare somebody to give God a shout of praise in this place. Yeah, come on, somebody give God a shout of praise. Step towards it. No longer, because we're marked, will we step away from the obstacle. We step towards it because we know who's on our side. And so David, y'all sit down. David is now sitting here looking at what everybody else calls an obstacle, and he sees an opportunity. Now, why does David see an opportunity? It's because when David was in the pasture and nobody was looking, God taught him some things behind closed doors. What are you saying, Pastor Mike? God's gonna teach you some things behind closed doors. And he said, I'm gonna take him out. And Saul said, man, you're just a boy. You can't do this. And he said, that's funny you say that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Your army ain't doing that. So what you don't know about me is when nobody was looking, when there was no Insta stories and when there was no website and when nobody knew who I was, a bear came. And I was in the pasture. Forgotten. Nobody invited me to the party, but the Lord taught me how to do some crazy stuff with a slingshot and some rocks. And then a lion came and they thought it was going to take me out, but I was just getting prepared. This is the first time y'all going to see it, but this is a rerun for me because God has taught me some stuff when nobody was looking. When I was in the pasture, he taught me how to take what I had and do something with it. And I'm telling somebody that you don't need everybody to see, but at some point it will be televised and God will get the glory because of what he taught you in the pasture. Somebody yell, I'm marked. Woo!